Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. I'm going to be trying this Veterans United Craft Brewing Company's Raging Blonde. It comes in at 5.2% on the Richter scale. Listen, I've had some amazing beers today. I cannot lie. Veterans Pride American Pale Ale by Sun Creek Brewing and Wops Hops Brewing scored a 10. Veterans United Brewery Fish Camp Pilsner scored a 9.8. Veterans United Brewery Scout Dog 44 Amber, amazing, the best amber I've ever had, a 10. I mean, it's been going on and on. I gave this one a 9.8 over on Facebook right before this TikTok. So again, if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, please give me a follow on there. You can watch the entire live show where I talk about traveling through certain countries or interesting world facts or how to travel on a budget or cultural things, etc. So if you love travel and you like craft beer, go follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well so you can watch the entire long show. So now I'm going to try to get into as much as I possibly can without making a 10-minute TikTok about what to do when you're traveling through South Africa. This is episode 217. I've been doing this a long time, guys. Episode 217 in South Africa. How to travel through South Africa. I've been to South Africa. This is the videos behind me. If you click the little YouTube link up there on my homepage, you can see all my playlists by country, by city, etc. This is me traveling through, all of these are me traveling through South Africa, both Cape Town, Soweto, Pilanesberg, and various other little towns in between. So this Raging Blonde Ale, it says Raging Blonde Ale is malt-orientated golden ale that pushes the upper boundaries of the style with generous late kettle additions of Cascade and Centennial hops. The result is a beer with riveting hop flavor without the associated bitterness. Make this blonde with attitude a familiar acquaintance. So it was really good when I did it over on Facebook, so we'll see what it's like when I do it here for you guys on TikTok. But first, let's get into what to do while you're in South Africa. One is explore Cape Town, which I did. I stayed in Cape Town at the Sunflower Hostel there. Very inexpensive, honestly, on the US dollar, the pound, or the euro. You can hike Tabletop Mountain, which is what I did. Right there was Tabletop Mountain. This is me hiking Tabletop Mountain actually right now. You can see Tabletop Mountain. This is me hiking up Tabletop Mountain. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to hike up to the top of Tabletop Mountain. I hiked it with a friend of mine that was introduced to me by my friend Kobus, who was the drone pilot and camera guy in the TV series I was in South Africa. And he took me on a hike up Tabletop, and while it was grueling, it was beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful. They call it Tabletop Mountain because when you get to the top, the mountain is literally flat. It's almost like somebody took a saw to it and cut it flat. When the clouds come in, like you can see them kind of coming in behind me here, when they start rolling in, they roll over the top of the mountain and it looks like a tablecloth, so therefore it's called Tabletop Mountain. The mountain next to it is called Lion's Head Mountain, and that, from that silhouette of that mountain, looks like a lion's head. So there you have it. It's Lion's Head. Yeah, I hiked all the way up from way down there. I wish you could see the detail. But anyway, yeah, so hike Tabletop Mountain. It's an amazing experience. Go on a wine tour around Cape Town. It's a huge winery area. Visit Robben Island. Visit the mall here, fishing docks, the wharf. Live music playing there, all kinds of shops, a market. I was in a market there where, you know, I got a fresh smoothie that was like made, the kid peeled the fruit, mashed the fruit up. I mean, it was just an amazing smoothie, all fresh, all produce and stuff and fruits brought from local farmers in the area in Cape Town. Cape Town's absolutely beautiful. Take the Cape Town Scenic Highway and all that stuff, which I think is in this video here as well. Learn about apartheid in the Apartheid Museum in Johannesburg and Joburg. It's just, you know, I've been to Auschwitz. I did the Auschwitz 1 and 2, and right below that is the Apartheid Museum. It was a somber, interesting educational experience, to say the least. Um, you can also take a tour of Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela spent 18 years in prison, and the fit today is the Nelson Mandela shirt, the 100-year shirt that was given to me by Kobus and his wife that hosted me in South Africa. Explore Soweto, which is short for Southwestern Townships. Soweto is an amazing place, and you can visit the place where Nelson Mandela grew up and where he was arrested at. Um, and there's so many things. You can go to the Soweto Brewery there, which is an amazing place to go to. It's like half restaurant, half bar, half pool hall. It's just an amazing place to go to. And we got a behind-the-scenes sort of brewery tour there while we were there, and that's also on my South African videos here. Soweto is an amazing place. The Soweto Brewery, you can go see the Orlando soccer team or football team play there as well. Enjoy some amazing street food, and you got to stop by Wandy's, which is like a house that was half the house was converted into a restaurant, like buffet with kitchen and stuff. Just the food is just absolutely to die for. Explore Kruger National Park. That's one of the most famous ones. It's one of the most biggest too, with over 5 million acres. 5 million acre game reserve. That includes all big five. So your big five, I believe, are going to be your lions, your cheetahs, elephant, giraffe, I believe, and the water buffalo, I think. You can do a 3-day budget safari there it's expensive, but $650 US or 12,000 Rand. However, Pilanesberg National Park that I went to is less expensive. There's some really cool little bungalows that you could stay in there just off of the preserve. You'll also get the big five there as well. Amazing views, observation stations, picnic areas, lodges. It's just an amazing place. So I would suggest Pilanesberg over Kruger just for the price. And then I'll give you guys one or two more because I'm running out of time. But explore KwaZulu-Natal. This is a bit of a vacation holiday for like Brits and Europeans and locals. It's on the East Coast where you can relax, take in the beach, get a tan, hit the waves, eat some amazing food, enjoy some drinks, and see some amazing wildlife, actually. The game-rich Zululand and Elephant Coast in the north is great for wildlife spotting. This is also the birthplace of many famous South Africans, from presidents to the founder of the National African Congress, the anti-apartheid leaders, and also the most famous monarch ever in South Africa, and that is from the Zulu kingdom, Shaka Zulu, who lived from 1787 to 1828. And I highly recommend watching the movie called Zulu about that. Also, did you know that you could stay in the Gandhi house? Gandhi himself stayed in South Africa for 21 years. This is where him and his close friend and architect from Germany, Hermann Kallenbach, designed and built a farmhouse in 1907, which served as Gandhi's South African base from 1908 to 1909. This is where Gandhi developed his plan for passive resistance against the British Empire. As you guys know, the British Empire way back then was in charge of India. All right, let's give this one a try. Veterans United Raging Bleach Blonde. Cheers, Plurch, Slancha, and Skull. For my Nordic friends, you know who you are. Yeah, it's an amazing blonde. It's different than other blondes. You get a bit of that hoppiness, also some sweetness. It's absolutely delicious. I enjoy it. I'm going to go at 9.8. I'd love to give you a longer review, but I'm running out of time. 9.8. And as always, peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. And I'll see you guys next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike.